Okay, I'm going to make another video about Donald Trump. I wasn't going to make any more videos about Donald Trump, but since this just keeps getting crazier and crazier, I can't help myself. And of course, I made a video. The first video I made about Donald Trump was on the 23rd of July, I believe. And I brought Mark Cuban up because Mark Cuban was talking about how he first supported Trump, and then later on he thought Trump was was getting a little bit off in some area that he didn't want him to go in, and then he decided to make fun of him on late night TV, and now he's decided to call him absolutely crazy. In fact, he says here, Donald Trump, initially I hoped he would be something different. That as a business person, I thought there was an opportunity there. The Dallas Mavericks owner and Shark Tank star told CNN that while campaigning with Clinton in his hometown of Pittsburgh Saturday. But then he went off the reservation and went batsy crazy. So Mark Cuban thinks he's crazy. And of course, I don't think Donald Trump is crazy. I've been watching Donald Trump videos for a long, long, long time. And if you go back and watch some of his videos throughout his public appearances, he's very, very, very opinionated, but he doesn't do the crazy stuff that he's doing now. The stuff he's doing now is way worse than anything he's ever done before. And of course, what I think is there is a fix in this election. I think there's a fix, and the fix is that Donald Trump's actually running to help Hillary win. That's what I think. And everything that I see is telling me that, and it keeps just going that way more and more. And of course, Cuban today saying that makes more sense to me. And then even this about Trump's VP, Mike Pence, the governor of Indiana. This is Donald Trump's pick for his vice presidency, and he goes Trump VP, name calling has no place in public life. And this is Donald Trump's running mate. Everything Donald Trump does revolves around calling people names. Liar Hillary, low energy Jeb Bush, everybody he has a name for, and it's name calling. It's very strange. It's very weird, and more people are coming out now and actually calling Trump's sanity in question, wondering if he's crazy, just like Mark Cuban does. Yeah, I'd like to do a video on Mark Cuban sometime because he's an interesting story. The guy's a billionaire based on a redirect called broadcast.com that was bought for billions of dollars by Yahoo. And the company at the time was really not doing very well. In fact, if anything, it was probably not far from bankruptcy. But anyway, he was able to sell his company to Yahoo for billions and billions and billions of dollars. The luckiest transaction you could ever imagine. Everything had to work perfectly for that to happen. And of course, the guy pulled it off. Don't discount Mark Cuban. He's a pretty smart guy. I watched him throughout the years too. The guy's no joke. He's very perceptive, and he does he's smart, and he sees things very clearly. He's able to kind of predict the future. Intelligence is being able to predict the future, and Cuban's pretty good at that. So whenever Cuban says something, I always listen, even though I do think he's a pretty lucky guy. But anyway, Trump is just doing everything to be divisive, and of course, so many people that I talk to have this hope in Donald Trump. And they're really backing Donald Trump for no other reason than they think that he's going to get in there and he's going to do all the right things. But in the process of doing all the right things, which he says very superficially and without much substance, he does a lot of the wrong things. For instance, there's one place that you really probably shouldn't go, if you're going to be somebody that's going to be in the public, and that's to go after somebody that's lost somebody in a line of duty or service, like a police officer or a like the guy that was at a Democratic convention that lost the son that spoke. I mean, and I'm gonna see if I can find that. Donald Trump attacking that guy. That's just not very good way to go. And this is the thing where I'm saying I don't think Donald Trump does this because he just can't help himself, or he just doesn't want to do it because he's doing this because it's literally kind of self-destructive. and he's really doing this in a way that doesn't make sense or add up. And I do think that there really is a fix in this election. And I mean, I was watching Zink I can't think of his recent video. He thinks Donald Trump's going to win the election. He may. I mean, I don't know. He may, but I don't know if he's doing it. He's doing it in a way that I've never seen anything happen like this before, and I don't think you'll ever see anything happen like this again. You can't alienate everybody, piss off everybody, call everybody a name, um, go off the deep end and be crazy, and don't even communicate or get it on the same page with your second in command, which is your running mate, your VP, and do all this nutty stuff, and then somehow think at the end of the day everybody's just going to vote for you, and think just put it all to the side and say, we hate everybody so much that we're just going to vote for this guy that just really can't even get along with anyone, or very few people. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring up the Cuban thing, since I did mention Mark Cuban earlier, and he did make a statement today about endorsing Hillary, so I wanted to make mention of that. So like I say, I think the fix is in. You can go back and watch my other videos. I think I'm the only person that's called it, that said that. So either I'm big time wrong, or I'm the only one that's called it. So, but at this time, what Donald Trump is doing makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely makes no sense. You don't win anything by being as divisive, destructive, and crazy as he's trying to be right now. And I've watched a lot of Donald Trump videos. He's been more crazy than he's ever been before. And if this is what you do to win stuff in this country, then I think we got a real problem, because this is not the guy you want running anything. You don't want this divisive, basically off the cuff, say anything, do anything, be anybody, to the point that everybody thinks he's half nuts, running anything, let alone somebody that I don't know how much power the president has anymore in this country anyway, but you just don't want all that negative divisiveness in any kind of place of where people are looking for some sort of guidance or structure. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, whatever it's worth.